Perfect timing. Good afternoon. Welcome to 3 o'clock board meeting at the Tower Truck Unified School District office. There is no public here, so that we will not have any public on closed session, and we will convene back here at 5:30 for the open session. And thank you for that.
And you're live.
Good evening. Welcome to the Tower Truck Unified School District Board meeting of, where are we, August 13th. The board did meet in closed session, and we had 2 reportable actions, and I will read.
They'll come out a little later, though.
Oh, wait, do I not do it here?
Not yet, if you're okay.
Never mind. I think I'm going to disregard that script. We will stop that discussion, and we'll move on to, welcome back, Kara Scott. Would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Once in the outside area, always in the outside area there, Kara. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so let me fix that. Are there any, so open session, okay, we'll do it later, do it now. Okay.
So you can approve the agenda, and then we'll do it.
Okay, so any changes to the agenda
No
at this point?
changes from staff.
Okay, and then at this point, I will now read my script that I have presented.
We need to approve the agenda, though.
Oh, son of a gun. I thought we could do it all at once. Okay, anyone care to make a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye, thank you. And now, I will read what occurred in closed session. This is an action item. The board has reviewed the recommendation for a stipulated suspended expulsion agreement, 2024-25, case number 3. And is there a motion to approve the agreement 24-25, number 3?
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement and stipulated expulsion agreement for 2024-2025, number 3.
Thank you. Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. This also is an action item. The board has reviewed the recommendation for a stipulated agreement for full suspension, 2024-25, case number 4. Is there a motion to approve the agreement 2024-2025, number 4?
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement and stipulated expulsion agreement, 2020.
Full expulsion.
I'm reading the agenda, but yes, I'll,
Oh, sorry.
full expulsion agreement, 2024-2025, number 4.
Second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. I see. Okay, thank you very much for that. And then now we will move to public comment. And at this point, I do have some public comment cards in front of me. As a reminder, we are 3 minutes, and you will come to the diocese. And is there a specific order you prefer? Do I want the order that it went? Okay, are you Charlie? No, I'm Grayson. Grayson Martin, please come up, and then you will tell me who's coming next. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi, my name's Grayson, and I'm going into my...
Is that button on underneath so the light? Thanks, Grayson.
Hi, I'm Grayson, and I'm going into my senior year, and I'm also the secretary of Tahoe Youth Action Team. First of all, I want to express our gratitude to the district for all the progress so far made with your efforts for sustainability. The Scope 1 and Scope 2 greenhouse gas inventory has pushed us further towards our environmental goals. We also appreciate the momentum that the sustainability manager has brought. Now, as we jump into the new school year, it is important to recognize what is going on beyond our local community. Across the country, funding for sustainable resources is getting cut, and new sustainable energy projects are being actively obstructed, causing these energy sources to be more difficult to obtain. This national withdrawal makes it even more important for us to do what we can at the local level to fight against climate change. Your efforts have built a strong foundation to push off of, and we intend to work tirelessly throughout the school year to further TTUSD's sustainability goals. We appreciate you all for your continued willingness to meet with and support our club. Thank you.
Thank you, Grayson. And Charlie?
Good evening. My name is Charlie Derrick. I'm an incoming senior at Truckee High School and a vice president of the Tahoe Youth Action Team. Last January, one of the first executive orders under the new administration was mandatory inspections of developing wind projects. These inspections essentially terminated my dad's wind project in Idaho that would have powered 333,000 homes. He has not let this deter him, however. Today, he's looking at geothermal and solar projects for a cleaner America. National environmental activity has not discouraged the Truckee community either. In spite of backwards movement at the federal level, our community has continued to make progress. Nevada County is developing a resource resiliency roadmap which will create a climate action plan for the unincorporated areas of the county. Truckee PUD has an energy and water conservation department that helps residents live more sustainably. Additionally, in 2023, TDPUD initiated a greenhouse gas inventory to quantify the district's emissions in order to cut them down. Tahoe Forest Hospital District has completed a Scope 1, 2, and 3 greenhouse gas inventory which will allow them to create a climate action plan. In 2017, the town of Truckee adopted a 100% renewable resolution, and in 2023, a climate action plan was adopted as part of Truckee's 2040 general plan. With so many negative actions taking place in Washington, the Tahoe Youth Action Team believes it critical that we step forward now. We intend to work hard this year towards a greener future. We urge you to join us in the community in our efforts by adopting our sustainability resolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charlie. I'm imagining Kira or Deirdre. Thank you.
Good evening, and nice to see you all again. I'm Kira Scott, a Truckee High alumni, former leader of the Tahoe Youth Action Team, and a current rising sophomore at Bowdoin College, where I'm studying Earth and Oceanographic Science. I'm here tonight to support the TYAT and reiterate the need for accountability and clear climate goals within TTUSD. We really appreciate all the changes you've made thus far, and we want to continue to emphasize that setting clear and actionable goals is important not only for better outcomes, but to send a signal to the community and the student body that TTUSD is committed to climate action. We know from working with the district that TTUSD is headed in the right direction, and adopting the resolution or another actionable climate plan will be a clear iteration of those goals to people who don't follow every achievement or show up to board meetings in mid-August. Again, we urge you to recognize the benefits of streamlining all of your positive climate work into a coherent and clear plan. I look forward to the continued collaboration between the district and TYT to make this happen, and hearing about all these developments from college. Thanks so much for your time.
Welcome back, and thank you, Kira. And our last one is Deirdre Henderson.
So, good evening. It's good to see you all again at this start of the new year, the new school year. The students are a hard act to follow, but I'm going to try. It's been 2 years since April 2023 that the student proposed resolution to establish goals for energy efficiency, clean energy, and carbon neutrality has been before you. The students have continued to appear before you to make public comments about it. They attempted to intuit what your reservations about the resolution might be and revised it in the hope that you would consider it and pass it. I have sat at these meetings and watched you all nod your heads appreciatively as students have spoken, said how much you appreciate them, and how important the issue of climate change is. Yet, you have not passed or really engaged on the students' resolution for your adoption. Why? At this time, when the evidence and costs of climate change are all around us, and climate denial is rampant in the federal administration at the highest levels. It's even more important for our local entities, our local government entities, and civil society institutions to publicly affirm their commitment to acting on climate change. By passing the students' resolution, you can do this in a completely nonpartisan way, and importantly, you can share credit with the young people you have helped to educate. Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of this opportunity? I know you cannot address public comments on non-agendized matters at this meeting, but I ask you, as a taxpayer, a citizen, and the grandmother of a now third grader in your school system, not to ignore these questions, but respond to them with some urgency. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Is there anyone else who would like to speak during public comment? Okay, thank you. We'll close public comment. Thank you all for coming and sharing. We always appreciate students' voice. And as Deirdre said, we can't reply, but we just want to thank you. And Superintendent Kramer's got this under note. And we'll move on to Superintendent's report. Superintendent Kramer.
Thank you, President Driller. Well, I'm delighted to report that our school sites and departments are buzzing with activity as we eagerly anticipate the first day of school on August 27th. We are officially 2 weeks exactly away from school, and we're very excited to welcome back our students and our families. And over the next 2 weeks, our school sites will be hosting special activities designed to help everyone feel right at home. These events are especially helpful for those transitioning to a new school or grade level, such as TK Kinder meet and greets, the 6th grade orientations, and then the freshman students' times at the high school. And on the slide, you can see a summary of all of these wonderful events that are really to help the students and families at those critical transition points relieve some of those first day jitters. And as our families prepare for the new school year, I want to remind everyone that thanks to the incredible support of our community and the passage of Measure AA, our students only need 2 items, a backpack and a water bottle. Just to remind everyone, Measure AA is our local parcel tax bond measure that provides stable funding for our schools of approximately $5 million every year. And these vital local dollars ensure we maintain the high quality of education that we expect for our students, including providing all the necessary school supplies. And I know I say this every year, coming from Washington State in a different district as a principal where my student supply list for each student was like a scroll, it always just blows me away the level of our community support and Measure AA. So thank you, thank you. We're so grateful to our community and their continued dedication to our students' success. And then you'll notice up there also that some students may choose to bring their lunch, but everyone can also get free school breakfasts and lunch again this year with the California Universal Meals Program. So we're grateful to our state to make sure all of our kids have that option. So for tonight's strategic plan report, I'm going to share an update for each of our focus areas. There's academic achievement, support systems, and the community connections. So our academic achievement area, one of the crucial priorities is ensuring we have effective curriculum for our staff and students. And actually, it's going to happen later when our Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Sean Roderick, and our Coordinator of Curriculum Instruction and Assessment, Kim Warren, will provide an update on the ongoing implementation of our new math curriculum a little bit later in the presentation. And they're going to highlight the achievements from last school year and outline the plans for the current year. It's a very major undertaking by our staff, and we so appreciate all the efforts of our teachers in implementing the math curriculum, our students, and of course, the Ed Services team supporting them. An important priority in this support system strategic focus area is the ongoing development of systems and infrastructure. And a key action for this school year is the updating of our emergency operation plans and then subsequently staff training. So you can see in the picture, this is just from Monday in this room, we had a training with district leadership. So that's directors, coordinators, school administrators, executive cabinet. But we also had first responders. So in the upper left, you can see our Placer County Sheriff. And then you can't see our Truckee PD is out of the picture on the right. And speaking at the moment and helping us learn is the Emergency Services Manager from the town of Truckee. So it was really exciting to have us all together, learning about our new plan. The training on Monday focused on critical decision-making of a leader during a crisis, how to communicate to our team of the necessary actions, how to assign roles and responsibilities. And then we got to have practical application where the trainers ran us through 3 different very TTUSD specific scenarios and had us practice using the new tools. So it was an outstanding training, and it helps us all feel more prepared in case of an emergency. But then the next day, yesterday, on Tuesday, our school administrators, head custodians, and key office staff participated in a school-focused emergency preparedness training. And they also got to run through practical school-based scenarios with an emphasis on parent reunification. We heard that in the first day through an activity that was something they felt less confident about. So the trainers made sure that we really had time to spend on that. We'll continue to review and train with the staff throughout the school year. The school principals are meeting in their PLCs and discussing how they want to roll it out with their staff throughout the year. So, of course, we hope for no emergencies, but it's reassuring to know that we have a clear and really adaptable plan so that we can respond to what's right in front of us. And our school leadership, our schools have terrific school administrators, and I'm highly confident in their skills and abilities and able to handle any emergency that's presented to them. So really worthwhile training. And then one of the key priorities in our community connections focus area is to improve outreach, particularly for students and families experiencing transition points. So we have a series of events scheduled the next 2 weeks to address this. Yesterday, and actually right now, at Truckee Elementary School, we have parent workshops, and that's for our Truckee side families. They can get help completing student data confirmation, applying for meal plans. And I'm just going to highlight, even though meals are free for all, when parents apply for free and reduced meals, it opens up all other possibilities, including the Boys and Girls Club before and after care at no cost, the Summer Expanded Learning Opportunities Program at no cost, scholarships or no cost for AP exams, SAT, and so on. So it's definitely worthwhile for our parents to fill that out, even though it feels counterintuitive. So we just need to let families know that as much as possible. The other thing happening at the parent workshops is families can get cleared to volunteer at the school, get the fingerprinting done, and get that process started. And then we have 2 workshops next week at Kings Beach Elementary. New this year, we're kind of doing like a workshop within a workshop that's designed specifically for our middle school families. So earlier tonight, Alder Creek Middle School's principal, Hien Larson, led a Family's Guide to Jump Rope workshop. And Jump Rope, for those of you that don't have middle schoolers, is our online standards-based grading platform that reports out to families and students how they're progressing on the various standards. They targeted the new 6th grade families and also new families to the school, but it was open to everyone. And they're going to learn, as you can see there, how to have a weekly conversation with their child when they check in on Jump Rope. And they're leading them through step-by-step how to log in and then have this productive conversation. North Tahoe Principal Chad Lindeen is going to be also offering a version of this workshop for his families next Tuesday. So a workshop within a workshop. And then based on the feedback from this, they are going to offer these workshops at least one more time during the year, because we just know that it's so important to have that conversation with your child as they're getting more independent in middle school, but at the same time, they still need that family support. So we're very excited about that. And so a lot is going on with the 2 weeks, but we're very excited for August 27th and having our students back in our buildings. And that concludes my update, unless there's any questions.
Thank you for that update. Any questions or comments from the board? Well, that was fun. Thank you for that. We're ready to go, I think. 27th, 2 weeks. Moving on to 10.0, Superintendent Kramer resolution.
This item, we're going to turn to Dr. Anna Marie Cohen, our Executive Director of Student Services.
Okay, thank you, Superintendent Kramer. Good evening, Board of Trustees and community. This resolution formally recognizes August as National Immunization Awareness Month within the Tahoe-Truckee Unified School District, reaffirming our commitment to student health and safety. It is based on the proven effectiveness of vaccines, which are estimated to prevent over 322 million illnesses and 732,000 deaths for a recent generation of children. This initiative aligns with the district's core value of partnership between families, staff, and the community for student well-being, while also supporting state law and national public health campaign. By adopting this resolution, the district commits not only to the August proclamation, but also to a year-round effort to highlight the importance of vaccinations in maintaining a safe and healthy learning environment for all. It is staff's recommendation that the Board of Trustees passes and adopts Resolution Number 1, 2025-2026, establishing August as the Immunization Awareness Month. Are there any questions or comments from the board?
Seeing none, thank you for that, Dr. Cohen. I think it's apropos that we're doing it now. That's just lovely timing. I will put it out to the board for a motion.
I'll move to approve the resolution establishing August as Immunization Awareness Month.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 I do want to make one other note, though, just that August is also my birthday month, so as long as we put that in there somewhere. Moving on to
It's mine too.
Is it yours too? Yeah. Okay, so we did not, that might have to be 10.2. 10.2. 11.0 donations.
And for our first item, we turn back to Dr. Cohen.
Thank you. A Christ the King Lutheran Church community member presented a generous donation in the amount of $1,240 to support the vital work of the Sierra Teen Parenting Program, or STEP. It is staff's recommendation that the board accept this generous donation from Christ the King Lutheran Church located in Tahoe City. Are there any questions or comments from the Board of Trustees?
No, but thank you. Again, I think we've talked about this repeatedly, that every time we do a board agenda, we have donations. But this was an awesome one. This is a new one, a new addition to our quiver. So we're very thankful. We might have a couple ins somewhere along the line, but really appreciate the fact that we have new people. I mean, that's a big deal to have new people, because we were always worried that, we're going to run out. So this is hats off to the forces to be that got us a new one. We will make a motion, or I'll put this out for a motion to the board.
I'll make a motion to accept a donation from Christ the King Lutheran Church to support the STEP program.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you very much. Moving on to 11.2, Superintendent Kramer.
For this item, we turn to our Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Mrs. Shawn Roderick.
Thank you, Superintendent Kramer. Good evening, President Driller, Board of Trustees, and community. The Yo Bro, A Call to Men, is a club at Truckee High School that focuses on community service, graduation, and redefining the man box. The Ian Casey Foundation generously provided a $2,500 donation to support club activities. The donation will support biweekly lunch meetings, transportation on field trips to trade schools, and a partnership with Truckee Roundhouse for manufacturing skill-based service projects. It is the staff recommendation that the Board of Trustees accepts this generous donation from the Ian Casey Foundation for $2,500.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from the board? We always love to see clubs at our high schools. I'll bring it to the board for a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept a donation from the Ian Casey Foundation for the Yo Bro, a Call to Men Club at Truckee High School.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye, thank you very much. 11.3, Superintendent Kramer.
Mrs. Roderick?
Thank you. Ian Casey Foundation has generously donated $3,000 to support the Say-Chin Outdoor Education Program. Candy Blessey and Kathy Eccles thoughtfully submitted this donation request to provide outdoor learning opportunities to TTUSD students. The Say-Chin Outdoor Education Program offers a unique standards-based learning experience for approximately 300 fifth graders from the Tahoe-Truckee Unified School District. Set in their own community's backyard, the program teaches students about team building, local ecosystems, and plant and animal identification. This donation will help provide these engaging environmental science and outdoor educational opportunities to fifth grade students. It is a staff recommendation the Board of Trustees accepts this generous donation from the Ian Casey Foundation of $3,000.
Thank you very much. I'm just looking up Ian Casey Foundation. This is impressive that this foundation has gone from, sorry about that, I'm stepping over everybody else, but it's gone from the Yo Bros Club to the educational outdoor ed program. So very, very well-versed foundation. And I was just trying to see how we would then become part of it. I just think it's interesting that we started the Ian Casey Foundation to memorialize him forever in the Tahoe-Truckee community and make the biggest impact we can on youth-based need. So really fortunate that we have people in our community that do that. But with that, would anyone care to make a motion to accept the second donation from the Ian Casey Foundation?
I'll make a motion to accept the donation from the Ian.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you. Moving on to 12.0 grants.
Mrs. Roderick?
Thank you. Tonight, I present for your consideration a grant reimbursement for $5,755 from Excellence in Education Foundation. This significant donation provided STEM exploration for all fifth grade students in TTUSD. This grant funded an immersive field trip to a state-of-the-art wind tunnel iFly activity center, where students experience mathematics and physics principles in real-life situations. The initiative was established through thoughtful collaboration between fifth grade educators, elementary administrators, educational services, and the Excellence in Education staff. This field trip provided invaluable real-world learning, allowing students to connect directly with their classroom studies. By participating, students gained a deeper understanding of scientific concepts, such as differences between solids and fluids and the effects of various forces on an object. We are incredibly grateful to Excellence in Education for their commitment to our students. Their partnership and support made a lasting difference, and we deeply appreciate their contribution. It is the staff's recommendation the Board of Trustees accepts this generous grant reimbursement from Excellence in Education in the amount of $5,755.
Thank you very much. And again, Excellence in Ed is here. Thank you for being here. Again, it's the vast variety of things that we get support for. Any comments on board member questions? Seeing none, thank you. Would anyone care to make a motion to accept the grant from Excellence in Ed? Or does Excellence in Ed have any questions? Nothing, okay. Oh, I never even asked. Any public comment on this issue? Seeing none, I'll make a motion to approve accept the grant from Excellence in Ed Foundation to support the iFly trips. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. 12.2, Superintendent Kramer.
Mrs. Roderick?
Thank you. Tonight, I present a grant for your consideration from Excellence in Education Foundation for $5,823.47. This donation provides new educators with the funds they need to prepare their classrooms. Each year, Excellence in Education offers all new classroom teachers a $500 grant to purchase materials to help them get started. These funds can be used to build classroom libraries, buy new books, acquire math manipulatives, or other instructional items. We are incredibly grateful to the Excellence in Education Foundation for their commitment to our educators. Their partnership and contributions make a lasting difference in the lives of our educators and students. It is the staff's recommendation the Board of Trustees accepts this generous grant from Excellence in Education in the amount of $5,823.47.
That might be the 47 cents that was on the check. Was that what? Any comments or questions from the board? Any public comment? Would anyone care to make a motion for the 12.2?
I'll make a motion to accept the grant from Excellence in Education Foundation for the new educators classroom setup.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. And then we'll get to see them. Will they know this at our educators luncheon?
Yes, I believe at the luncheon, Excellence in Education comes and talks about the grant opportunity.
Come
Do you
to the
want to?
podium.
Yeah,
Yes, perfect,
Yep.
thank you. I know.
We love spontaneous.
These ones, if I'm correct, that check is a reimbursement for new teachers from last year, so from the 24-25 school year. So the way they're funded is the district funds the grants and then we reimburse. So that was a remainder reimbursement, but then I come to the new teacher orientation on the 20th and just present briefly about X and Ed. Let new teachers know about the new teacher classroom grants, although some teachers have already reached out to me, which is great. We have a really short grant form for them to complete. And then, typically, these guidelines are much more general than the classroom grant guidelines. And as long as they can be connected to classroom needs and curriculum, they're typically approved. And then we do reimbursements to the district throughout the year. So if memory serves, that one is actually for last school year, but the new teachers will find out about them. Although some already know, I think site principals know about them, so they're often informed as they're getting oriented.
Perfect.
It's really fun, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, yeah, thank you. Perfect, okay, so I think we accepted that. Let's move to 13.0 presentation, Superintendent Kramer.
Yes, and for this, we turn to Mrs. Roderick and her team.
Thank you. Good evening, Superintendent Kramer, President Driller, members of the Board of Trustees, and community members. Tonight, we will present an informational update on the progress of our new math curriculum implementation. We're excited to share the significant progress made during our first year and outline our next steps for the upcoming school year. Our focus is now shifting toward ensuring long-term success and sustainability of this initiative. We would like to recognize our educators and administrators for their dedication and commitment. Their active participation in professional development and collaboration with colleagues and curriculum developers have been instrumental. As a team, we look forward to continued learning opportunities and academic growth for our students. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Kim Warren, Coordinator of Curriculum Assessment and Instruction, to share more about our progress with you this evening.
Thank you, Sean, and good evening. So I am here to present, just give you an update on what we did, our successes for the 24-25 school year. Make sure this goes the right way. So all of the work we did was centered around the strategic plan actions, so specifically academic achievement priority 1.1, to deliver evidence-based, meaningful, engaging, and effective curriculum for data-driven instruction to support individual achievement at all school sites. And Academic Achievement Action 1.1.1 to implement new math curriculum with fidelity to improve Tier 1 instruction and equitable outcomes. Oh, I'm in charge. So our professional development for the 24-25 school year was really guided by strategic plan actions, implementation priorities, and teacher and admin feedback throughout the year. So for elementary school, we really laid some foundations for their work in creating a scope and sequence of the curriculum. We agreed upon priority standards and came up with some common assessments to use. We also focused on Tier 1 instruction with best practices found within the Eureka curriculum. Part of the training was also in adapting within the curriculum to meet the needs of all of our students. For middle school, we did a lot of work around agreeing upon and customizing critical concepts and proficiency scales, which led to the intentional teaching of the curriculum and forming common assessments around the critical concepts and the use of data. The high school professional learning was really focused on intentional teaching of the curriculum and scoping and sequencing the work, and then also using assessments and the use of data. So we did come up with some integration of math agreements. So what we did at the beginning of the year is we collaboratively worked with site administrators on coming up with implementation agreements that were used at each site to hold up what they felt was important in teaching the curriculum to fidelity. So these math agreements were used to guide professional development. They were used to develop walkthrough tools. They were held up at staff PLCs and collaboration. They created common language and expectations across the district, and we are going to build upon them for the 25-26 school year. So we also came up with some grade level alignment, grades K through 12. So currently teachers can go on to spreadsheets now and find vocabulary that is taught kindergarten through 12th grade. This will help them build upon what their instruction is in focus. They can also go in and look at priority standards for grades K through 12, which will enable them to go in and look at what the prior grade is teaching and the grades ahead of them. So that's an alignment grades K through 12. At the end of last year, we brought in 5th and 6th grade math leads to collaborate upon bridging the Eureka Math Squared curriculum from 5th grade to the Carnegie curriculum in 6th grade. This enabled 5th grade teachers to learn about what they could do to help bridge the students going into the Carnegie curriculum, as well as inform the 6th grade teachers what they needed to do and expect from the 5th graders coming in. So that first month of school, they knew what to focus on and how to support the students. So student achievement, these are from CASP. So overall for TTUSD, there has been an upward trend over the last 2 years since implementing the new curriculum. Grades 3 through 5 held steady from 22-23 to 23-24. We did see an upward trend in 24-25. Grades 6 through 8, we've had an upward trend the last 2 years. And in grade 11, we had an upward trend in 23-24, and we held steady in 24-25. So based on all of this information and data, here are some highlights of our next steps for next year. We will conduct leadership learning walks at all sites led by curriculum coaches. All site principals, Assistant Superintendent Roderick, and myself will be part of these learning walks. They will enable us to learn what's happening at sites and how to support teachers and administrators to continue the sustainability of this math program. Our professional learning focus will be guided by the math agreements created by site administrators. We will focus on the intentional use of curriculum now that the foundations have been laid. We will also be focusing on integrated ELD Tier 1 strategies within math, holding up academic discourse and collaborative strategies, and vocabulary and language instruction. Part of the strategic plan was to bring in a math diagnostic, so we'll be bringing in iReady, grades K through integrated math 2. They will have support from iReady trainers, Ed Services, and our Ed Services specialist. The focus this year will be on how to administer the assessment and how to use the data to inform instruction. So that will be our first year of training for iReady. So our goal, like Sean said, for this year is to really build sustainability within our math programs and also to continue to support admin and teachers to continue that upward trend in student achievement in math. So thank you.
I have questions.
I'm not
Does
going
anyone have any comments or questions?
I do not.
No. I thank you very much. It's always great to see the upward trend. I guess as we all know, curriculum changes are always a challenge, and it seems like you've got a pretty good handle on, or it seems like that the teachers are and the site principals are on board. And so, did we do something different this time to make them appreciate it or want to do it, or was it just obvious that they needed to jump on board, or what were some of the things you did to make it so that we all jumped on
I
board?
like the words appreciate and want to do it. Really, I think that collaboration with site administrators at the start of the year to come up with those implementation priorities, paired with the strategic plan and really holding up that to fidelity and having a common agreement and understanding with our site admin as to what that is, allowed them to go back to their sites and hold up a collective agreement. So teachers knew that yes, change is hard, yes, this is coming, but yes, we have to do it. And then I think too, last year was really listening to teachers and what they needed and really focusing on creating that foundation. So I think we were able to be a little bit flexible last year to meet the needs of what sites needed and teachers needed, so they felt the support.
What are your thoughts on this new generation of teachers versus the older generational, what's the proper word? So is there a balance?
Veterans.
Veteran is not the word, I'm sorry. Is there a balance in terms of who's accepting or who's understanding, or are we, like, again, it's like when you think of how we're teaching our children now as opposed to when my kids went through school, are we seeing any differences, or is it all pretty copacetic, or is it pretty the same?
I think it's dependent upon the person. I do feel that in math right now, there's a big shift from what used to be skills focused to more conceptual focus. And I'm going to paraphrase what a teacher said. I wish I could have recorded her. She came in at the start pretty pushing back. This isn't for me. I don't like it, but she was doing it. And I think at our second PLC, she came in and she said, you know what? My kids love it. My kids are learning. I realize this is a me problem, and I need to change how I'm teaching to meet the needs of the new standards and the new curriculum. So really that was kind of what we saw throughout the year, is kind of that pushback, and then, wow, kids are responding to this and kids are learning, so that shift started happening. Yeah.
That's awesome, thank you.
I heard you.
Okay, good, phew, the rest of the world didn't. Okay, with that, I do believe this is just an info only. Looking forward to more upticks. That's awesome. We'll let you go, thank you so much.
Thank you.
14.0 is consent. Are there any items that need to be pulled from the consent?
Not from staff.
Any board? Seeing none being pulled, did anyone want to do any public comment on our update for math? God, sorry, we have public. Okay, so with that, would anyone care to make a motion to approve the consent as presented? I'll move to approve the consent as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you very much. Whew. 16.0, Superintendent Kramer, Association reports.
We just made sure we put this on in case they wanted to come, but we know that they're still enjoying their break, and everyone returns. Our new educators, as you hear, their first day is next Wednesday, and then all teaching staff and many classified come back next Thursday. So we're getting close. So we put it on there, but we know they're enjoying their break.
As they should.
As they should. Okay, 17.0, Educational Services.
Mrs. Roderick.
There we go. Tonight, for your consideration, I am pleased to present the recommendation for the Reading Difficulties Risk Screener Instrument, Dibbles M-Class with Dibbles Edition 8 and M-Class Lectura. On July 10th, 2023, Governor Newsom signed Senate Bill 114 into law, which became effective on January 1st, 2024. This significant legislation specifically adds Education Code Section 53008 titled Screening for Risk of Reading Difficulties. This section mandates that LEAs screen students in kindergarten through second grade for reading delays, including dyslexia. The legislation builds upon and expands prior more narrowly focused laws aiming to provide comprehensive support for early learning and reading interventions across all LEAs. In full alignment with these new state requirements, TTUSD currently assesses our kindergarten through fifth grade students using the dynamic indicators of basic early literacy skills, DIBELS, assessment. We are pleased to report that on December 31st, 2025, the State Board of Education officially approved DIBELS M-Class with DIBELS Edition 8 and M-Class Lectura as an authorized and appropriate screening instrument. It is the staff's recommendation the Board of Trustees approve DIBELS M-Class with DIBELS 8, Edition 8 and M-Class Lectura as the adopted reading difficulties risk screener instrument for the Tahoe-Truckee Unified School District.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments on DIBELS?
Is this assessment given each year, or do the kids just need to take it once and then we have an idea of their?
Each year, we provide this assessment to our students.
All students?
All students, K through 5, and then this reading screen will be K through 2 each year.
Okay, thank you.
Public comment on this issue, this topic issue. Seeing none, I will ask for a motion on 17.1.
I'll make a motion to approve the DIBELS M-Class and DIBELS Edition 8 and M-Class Lectura screener instrument.
Thank you. And a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Moving to 17.2. Superintendent.
Mrs. Roderick.
Thank you. Tonight, for your consideration, I'm pleased to present the College and Careers Access Pathways Partnership Agreement between Sierra Joint Community College District and Tahoe-Truckee Unified School District. Sierra Joint Community College District and Tahoe-Truckee Unified School District have formed a partnership to expand educational opportunities and enhance student career readiness. The purpose of this College and Careers Access Pathway Partnership Agreement is to facilitate dual enrollment opportunities for the Emergency Medical Responder, CTE course, and Spanish 0004 Intermediate Spanish Level 2 course. This partnership will enable high school students to earn high school and college credits. For the 2025-2026 academic year, the dual enrollment courses will be offered at Truckee High School. Educational Services is currently working with Sierra Community College dual enrollment team to expand at North Tahoe High School for the 26-27 academic year. The dual enrollment program provides students with hands-on experience and academic knowledge, preparing them for various careers in emergency services. Likewise, the Intermediate Spanish Level 2 course is designed to elevate students' linguistic and cultural proficiency. Through this collaboration, we are committed to providing a comprehensive educational experience that equips students with the necessary skills and knowledge to succeed in high-demand and high-skill professions. It is the staff's recommendation that the Board of Trustees approves the College and Careers Access Pathways Partnership Agreement between Sierra Joint Community College and Tahoe-Truckee Unified School District.
Thank you, and exciting news. Any board comments?
Yeah, I would like to make clear that to anyone who's listening, especially any teachers that may be listening, that these courses are going to be taught on TTUSD campuses by TTUSD teachers.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
Just that's an exciting option, and I think that's something that if we can expand it, which sounds like it's in the works, and including North Tahoe High School, then that's such a benefit to our students. So it's very creative, yeah.
Chris, any comments?
Nope. Thank you for asking.
I do agree. It's an awesome thing to have available, and it's again, stepping out of the box, something new and different that we have, that we're sort of leading the charge. Great opportunities for our students. We did talk a little bit about this earlier in the sense that it is something that it's a partnership and it's a discussion, and we're working toward equitability for both sides, but also just sort of what it means to be a high school teacher and a college professor, and sort of the challenges that it will, there are some challenges and some some concerns as we move forward. The idea of a partnership is awesome, and this right now has just 2 classes that we're working on as like a pilot, or is it something that we're hoping that it will stick, and then we will use this template, and then if we have to make modifications moving forward, we'll be able to make modifications?
Yes, for the CTE course, we're going on year 2, so we feel comfortable saying that this is a continuous program within our CTE department. And for the Spanish course, it's our first time spreading our wings out to the academic world that is based on A to G requirements, different than our CTE hands-on educational programs. So my goal is to continue to increase them on both sides of Lakeside and Truckee side, and give students the opportunity to have those dual enrollment moments.
The other thing that, just in terms of teacher-wise, if you are teaching this class, a dual enrollment class at in this case in Truckee High, in order to do that, you as a teacher need to have a master's in that specific field.
Correct. So for the CTE course, teachers qualify based on their time in the field and their hours of employment. Likewise, their experience teaching the course prior. And then for the academic side of the agreement, it is a master's degree equivalency to the course that's being offered, with verification from Sierra Community College, that what they call minimum qualifications, so that the teacher's master's degrees aligns with the community college matriculation.
Okay, and then thank you again. This is an exciting new thing, but just in terms of clarification for teachers and people, everybody, this class, because of the fact that it is a college class, I think we talked a little bit about the reason why we all take these classes, and I know some of our kids in our high school took English 1 because it was a class for college, but you got class credit for it. The concern obviously is that we want to make sure that if we're teaching a high school class that is actually college credit, that we are actually teaching it's going to be a high level class, like our AP type classes.
Correct. So when you look at the community college articulation and the chancellor's agreements, they verify that not only are the teachers qualified to teach the course, but the rigor is there for students to have that academic success post-secondary to go out into the work field and or secondary college at university level once they earn their associate's degree.
Yeah, but then we get to keep our kids on campus. Correct. Okay, anything else, Pat? Okay, good. With that is an info action. So would anyone care to make a motion to approve the partnership agreement?
I'll move to approve this partnership agreement.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you very much for that. Wow, exciting. I think it's good. We are moving up and on. And how lucky are we that Sierra College has a campus right here? Like, that's so silly not to use it. We talk about using our environment for all of our educational outdoor type stuff, and this is another one. So very exciting. Looking forward to seeing that. Moving on to 18.0 board business, 18.1 Superintendent Kramer.
As you know, we like to be able to plan for the entire year, so for the board's consideration, we have the board meetings from January 2026 to December 2026. The things to note is that we usually follow the first and third meetings, but we ask for exceptions in June to allow for more time for budget planning and approval. So we move that to the second and fourth, which sometimes throws people off. And then, as you know, I love when we can pull off that late July meeting. Yes. It really helps us get us ahead on the personal action reports, and that just means our teachers get the curriculum sooner and get the contracts going. So I'm happy to answer any questions you have about the proposed calendar, and we can make any adjustments and bring it back if you see anything you want changed.
Any questions or comments from the board? Any public comment on this? Okay, the only thing I will note is that if you look on the February 18th, it does, that is just for reference. We will not be having that holiday break, so that it's not a holiday week. We will actually be back at school on the 18th, which is that Wednesday. We have the 16th and 17th off for presidents, but 18th is actually a school day, so no one's supposedly gone. And then we scattered around the other holidays. I had no other comments or no questions. I just had a comment on that, just to make sure that we were aware of that. All right, would anyone care, this is an action item. Anyone have a desire to make a motion on this calendar?
I move that we approve the dates for the 2026 board meeting calendar.
Second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you very much. And moving on to 18.2, comments of board members. Ms. Hennessy, would you like to start us off?
I don't have any. I just enjoy the last few weeks of summer, and I'm looking forward to the next school year. Thank you.
Same. Just
Talk to me about your child. What happened? What do you get?
he's going to be playing on a national lacrosse team.
For based out of where?
It's called West Coast Stars. So I think they practice in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. So you're moving to Vegas.
Lucky you.
Wow, exciting. I kind of overheard that. But
More
that's-
lacrosse.
Congratulations to your family.
Wow. So that means national for you. How old is he?
He will be in 7th grade, so he's 12. Yeah.
So, wow, exciting, exciting.
Thanks.
Pat, trump that one, buddy. What do you got?
But I do have a story to tell.
Okay, let's have a story.
We're 2 weeks out from school. First of all, I'm excited to be at Convocation. I missed Convocation last year, and I'm excited to be there this year and meet all the teachers again and hear Dee Dee's wonderful speech that she's going to make. That will be short, right? Yeah.
3
okay.
minutes. You said 7. I'm going for 3.
And I hope, the story I want to tell, I hope Ed doesn't mind me telling everybody this. Okay, good. Many years ago, I won't say how many, Mira and I got married at the top of Roundhouse Chair at Alpine Meadows, and a very young Ed Hilton, very young, and what presided over our wedding. He married us in front of all our friends and so on a snowboard. I think he had just started learning, but he made it up there. A little sweaty, but he made it up there. He did a great job. And so this year, Mira and I we went to Hawaii and decided to renew our vows. In Hawaii and on the beach at sunset, the whole thing. And no, but we Zoomed him out there. And I just want to thank Ed because it was 8 o'clock in Hawaii, and so it was 11 o'clock at home. And he stayed up late. I think he was in his pajamas by candlelight. I wasn't sure. But Fletcher held up the iPad, and we did the whole thing over again. So, Ed, thank you so much for making that special for us. We really appreciate it. It was great. Thank you. Thank you.
Good story.
Good.
Wow, you definitely look like it was a well-deserved vacation. You came back, haircut, smile, tan.
Haircut.
Ah, fun. I'm looking forward to the new educators lunch, all about food. I did not get a chance to go to, speaking of food, the Wednesday delivery of food that we had from the food services, and I just wanted to say that I had said I wanted to do that, so I apologize for not making it, but hats off to Kat and her team for delivering more food again during the summer. And I'm happy for school to start. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Adjourned, 6:28.